like Jack Horner in the corner. Don't go nowhere. What do I care? Your kisses are worth waiting for. Believe me, I don't go out late, don't care to go. I'm home about 8, just me and my radio. A misbehaving, saving all my love for you. Okay. Happy Saturday, everyone. What have you been doing? What have you been creating? Oh, friends, I started on a journey a couple of weeks ago. This journey was to, on the surface level, just fill a class. Fill a class, sure. But what was that about? What's my message? Why am I here? What's my purpose? I'm a love attraction coach. And for the longest time, I was studying marketing and business and, love attraction coaching and spiritual, intuitive spirituality and all sorts of things. And for a long time, all of these things didn't come together for me until like a few weeks ago when I really found a voice within myself that helped me understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. And all of a sudden, my voice, Alexandra Loves, my voice just exploded. And for those of you who are with me, thanks for the hearts. Yes, if you're here, give me hearts, give me thumbs up, give me comments, even if you're watching the replay. This voice finally came out, this voice that I tend to save for my clients and my close friends and my colleagues and my tribes. And all of this stuff just exploded out of me because I found this higher purpose of what it is that I'm doing. And it's part of my intention and my agenda and why I fill classes, right? Like I have this class coming up, the Juicy Love Life. We start tomorrow. And I realized that what my message is, the reason I'm in this world the way I am, is to bring more love into the world, to help people create their prosperity, to create their goddess body, all of that stuff. It seems like, on the surface, it just seems like, oh yeah, that thing I want. But something I realized is when somebody is embodying love, when somebody has flowing prosperity, when somebody feels like I am worthy of feeling like this in my body, they naturally share it with others. When you have abundance, when you embody that abundance, when you are feeling it in the 3D as well, especially in the 3D, when you have those things that represent abundance, the side effect is to share it with others. And so a couple of weeks ago, I started to enroll people into my Juicy Tribe, these high vibration women, which is, if you're watching this right now, you are that, a high vibration woman or man. There's a couple men on here too right now. You're high vibration. If you are speaking to me, you are high vibration. And even if you don't feel it right now, I invite you to take a deep breath and remember that is you. So I went to go fill this class and create this tribe of women who get exactly what they want by being exactly who they are in their love lives. And I said, I'm creating a tribe of 40 women. It's happening. I'm doing it. And I started speaking. And the most amazing people came to support, came to be part of the tribe, came to cheer me on, whatever it was. These last 2 weeks have been the most beautiful coming together of all of my skills and knowledge and the voice that I have to share that will touch other people, that will then touch other people, and touch other people, and touch other people. Because you see, I'm going through for critical mass of love in this world. That's what I'm creating. So I was getting ready for this class that starts tomorrow and was looking around at just all the beautiful people that are joining me on this journey. And we have 34. I'm so excited and counting. And I realized that they answered a call even when they were scared. Because if you look at my video, if you scroll down, I've been talking a lot about dating and narcissism and getting small and all of the juicy stuff and some of the scary stuff that that can happen in that journey of love and interacting with other human beings. I invite you to take a look at those and comment. Let me know. I'll come back and comment back with you. These women answered a call to be a part of something, to achieve something in their life, to be a part of a tribe that within their own changes, within making the change within themselves, they are helping change the world. And I am so honored. I am so honored. If you look at my videos, you'll notice that I'm putting out a call to people who really want this, to women who really want this. You know, there's a lot of times in our life we're not ready. It can be scary to look at those things. And so that's what I want to talk about for a minute here, is of a time that I was sort of scared to look at something. And it's the reason I want to talk about it is because I've spoken to so many women who are, you know, sparked by some of these live videos I've been doing. And this happens in my private practice as well, that are so triggered by some of the things that I'm saying. And they know it's because of not wanting to really look at that thing that they believe might be the reason that they're not having that love life that they always wanted, or it might be prosperity or something else. Right now we're talking about love. And I just want to tell you, well, the first thing I want to do is I want to make an apology. And that apology is that I am so sorry for any experience that you have ever had in your life that has made you feel less than, or smaller, or unworthy, or that you can't have the most exquisite experiences, or that you can't look somebody in the eye, or you are scared, or that you feel hatred or resentment towards yourself or possible partners even before you walk in the door. Or you feel alone, or you feel like you can't engage in that way that I've been talking about on Facebook for so many weeks now. I am so sorry for anything that ever happened to you that made you feel that way. And I also want to say that I validate how you feel. It's real. It's the fear, the dread, the resentment, the avoidance of looking at what's there inside you. It's real. I understand that. I had that battle within myself. I had major issues with debt not long ago. And there was a time when there was almost nothing in my bank account. And I did not know what I was going to do. And I was put into a group of people who were making money with their gifts. And they were doing it well. And they were soaring. And they were not only paying off their debt, but they were also buying houses. And they were going on vacations. And they were able to go to the dentist when they needed to go to. You know, when you're, for a lot of us, well, the experience that a lot of us have in debt is this like survival mode, catching up, you know, and knowing that, you know, there's something inside us that we need to address, but afraid to look at it because that takes us away from this thing that you have to catch, the bills and the debt and the maybe I can squeeze out that extra $10 to go see my friend, or, you know, whatever it is, all of that turmoil. And I was in that place. I was in complete survival mode. And I'm telling you about debt, but I want you to know that this is the exact same thing as our love lives or anything else that we're desiring to manifest and are attracted to, and yet it is not happening, or we have patterns that are making it not fun at all. It's the same thing. And I've been there in my love life as well. And I've told a lot of stories over the last week in my Facebook Lives of my love life. I just want to use this other example because it was so powerful. Of prosperity, because prosperity and love are the same vibration. So I was in that place of just like survival mode, but I knew that there was something bigger, and I was tired of not looking at it. It started to get painful to not look at it, and the desire, no matter how much I tried to move away from it, the desire to experience prosperity never went away. That's the same thing when we're talking about our hearts and love. The desire to connect with another human being, to experience the juiciness of that, it does not go away. You can try to hide it for a while, but it grows. Because it's one of the things that you're here for. So there I was like very, very much in survival mode and very scared to look at it for myself. And some way, because of that desire, I was looking at that desire, I joined a group of people who were just like killing it. They were on the opposite, as far as I was concerned, opposite end of the spectrum as me. And a lot of them had stories that matched my own. Don't know where the money is going to come from, chasing after bills, getting electricity turned off, all that kind of stuff, the devastation, the fear, the like, what am I going to do every single day when you wake up? And what am I going to do every night before you go to bed? Not really sleeping because you knew you had to figure out some way to make it work. Right? And there was 2 classes that were in that program that I was in. And it was 2 people who had very similar stories to mine around prosperity and were in survival mode and all that stuff I just talked about. And they were saying all of the stuff I wanted, all the feeling that I wanted, you know, not having to worry about money anymore, you know, not being addicted to credit cards. You know, if I am hurt, then I have time to heal myself because I know where my money's coming from and I can take time off. Going, you know, a friend whose birthday is in Hawaii, so I can just fly over to Hawaii and hang out. They were saying all that stuff and it was triggering me because I wanted all that stuff and I felt at the time like I could not have it. I was convinced. Same with love. There was a time when I look at people and have these amazing romances and like do all this stuff, you know, create amazing things. And I'd be like, yeah, I don't get it. It's not for me. I'll just ignore, you know? And so I was very lucky. I was very lucky to have a mentor say to me, just keep showing up. Even if you think that you can't have any of that stuff, just keep showing up and listen to these recordings, these 2 recordings, and just be open to what comes in and be open to what goes out. And I did. I listened to those recordings. I listened to those classes every couple weeks, sometimes twice in a day, sometimes not for a month. And what ended up happening was, what was revealed was part of the fear was not just looking at it, but how it was going to feel when I actually saw what it was. Because I thought there was an it. This one thing, this one journey, this I thought that there was going to be this like big, ugly monster that was going to disintegrate me. And it wasn't true. It was a simple shifting. And there were days when I had realizations about myself that I would cry, and my mentor was just like, yeah, let it all out. Like ugly cry, like that ugly, like that kind of, like, let it out. Just let it all just flow out of you. And if you're resonating with this, give me a thumbs up or a heart, or let me know in the comments, just so I know if you're feeling it. And also please share with your friends if you think this would help them. So I just let things out that needed to come out. And then I started letting things come in that needed to come out. I started hearing them differently. I started believing and knowing when they were saying I changed my mindset and I really just started believing in myself. And all that stuff we hear over and over again. And we were in that place when we feel like we can't have it. We honestly start to feel like, oh, that's a fucking fairy tale. Or like, there's no way I can get that. It was, oh, it works for them because A, B, and C, and not for me because of A, B, and C. Right? And so I just kept watching. And I stopped having resistance to a message that is repeated over and over and over again. And it's a message that's repeated over and over and over again, no matter what you're trying to manifest. Love, health, wealth, a house, any health, whatever. And that message is, you can create everything that you want by being exactly who you are. Belief in your creation. Knowing that it is yours. Ignoring the Maya, the reality in front of you. Being aware of it, of course. And don't attach yourself to it. Focus on what it is that you want. Be who you are. Use that to get there. And it changed everything. It changed everything about how I looked at money, why I was looking at money the way I was. And it wasn't like a big boom, everything's different. It was like a lot of little sparks breaking down the walls. And it was actually felt good. Even the triggers felt good. Oh, And even now in my Juicy Love Life, when I have triggers, they feel really good. Oh my gosh. So I just wanted to say that apology for anything and everything that has ever made you feel small or that you can't have something that you really desire. I'm really sorry that that program happened to you, that you might be in that program, and that you don't have to have it, and that the change, the acquiring what it is you want, the coming together with what it is you want, doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be ugly. Anyway, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing in the Juicy Love Life. I am so excited to go through this process of being ourselves and getting exactly what we want with these amazing women. And you're invited to join. We start tomorrow. PM me for details or go to the link. I'm so grateful for what has happened for me in the last 2 weeks as a result of me believing, me knowing, me, and not just by myself, but with the guidance of mentors and taking classes and having a tribe with me in all of my growth in my life. I've been really, really blessed, and that's why I'm creating for women right now. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say. PM me if you want details. The link is posted above me. Thank you so much for joining me. And again, if you think that somebody might get value out of this, share the video. And for those of you already in the Juicy Life or joining us, I will see you tomorrow in the morning. Love you. Bye.